I'm gonna get my religion. I'm gonna join the Baptist church. I'm gonna get my religion. I'm gonna join the Baptist church. I'm gonna be Baptist preacher so I won't never have to work. Well, chicken jumps up, he began to grin. Chicken jumps up, he began to grin. He said, take my place, I'm going back to bootleg again. Well, sister jumps up, she began to shout. Sister jumps up, she began to shout. She said, I'm so glad that that old corn is going out. Well, Deacon jumps up, said, sister, why don't you hush? Deacon jumps up, said, sister, hush! Oh, hush! This man's a man of God, you better hush your fuss. Coming at you!
Woo! Great Sabin!
Some like the coffee with some speed, others blow lines till they...
Alright, Nito gang, here we are at the Shaggy show. It's going pretty good. We got my good friend here, Grant. Sabin, how the hell are you?
Doing good.
And if you haven't met my other gentleman over here, this is Bobby Couch, my new sidekick.
How's everybody doing today?
What's up, America?
Welcome to the Shaggy Show.
Welcome to the Shaggy Show, and we're going to start things off with a little Q&A. How about that? Alright, first off, man, I have to ask you, where did you come up with the name of your band?
You mean Grant Sabin?
Yeah.
That's just my name, man. That's my...
I knew that. I knew that. I did my research. Okay, anyways, moving on. What would you say was the first band you ever got into?
The first band, the very first two bands I ever heard was Nirvana and Ernest Tubb. And yeah, listen to those nonstop in like the early 90s.
Well, yeah, I think my first band was this 8-track my mom gave me, the
Nice.
Blues Brothers.
Nice.
I'd pop it up in my room, and I'd be jumping on the bed. Woo! And she's like, yeah, turn that shit down. And I was like, it's the Blues Brothers. I was probably about 9 or 10.
Nice.
So how long have you been playing?
I've been playing guitar for about 10 years, but I've been doing what I do now for about like 7 years, 6 or 7 years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So who got you into this whole slide guitar?
It was kind of a mix between two local guys, John Alex Mason and Big Jim Adam, that kind of got me into doing slide stuff.
There you go. Big hello to them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What's up, Jim and John?
So, how many times would you say you've been in the Independent? If
I
those of you that don't know,
know.
Independent's our local magazine, newspaper.
I was part of a cover story called Children of the Blues like a year or two ago, and other than that, usually I'm just in the listings for the shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, a friend of mine came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you're having Grant on the show. You know, he's been in the Independent a lot." And, I was like, "Yeah, check it out. You know, good
Cool.
times." Also, the guitar. Can we get
Yeah.
see that? This is a good story about this guitar here. Show it to the audience there. How did this become?
This is a guitar that me and my dad make, and the brand is called Smokestack Guitar Company. This particular guitar is called the Smokehouse, and it's got a steel body with a brass plate on it, a wooden resonator in it, and hollow neck, and sounds like that. And pretty much my dad went through like three different designs of guitars before he finally landed on this one, and pretty excited with how it sounds.
Yeah, it's nice.
Absolutely.
I like it.
So does your dad, does he do mainly woodwork, or is it for a hobby, or?
Well, he used to just do it for a hobby. We're kind of trying to get it on its feet now and trying to sell it in some music stores across the country, stuff like that, just for people that want a rough guitar that you could run over with a truck and still survive.
Are there any other instruments you guys are making in the progress?
We're thinking about making one that's just like this, but with 12 strings on it, and I really would like to make one that's similar but has a banjo head in it. I don't know. The ideas are limitless as long as you got the materials and the know-how.
Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
So, what would you say was your best gig ever?
Wow, my best gig ever. One of my favorite gigs I've ever played was at the Domino Room in Bend, Oregon, with Larry and His Flask, Mosley Wada, and Ether Circus.
Speaking of Larry and His Flask, show the camera here. Go up there. Check this out. He's
Larry and
got
His Flask. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
They all got it tattooed together. So
Yep.
That was awesome. And what would you say is your worst gig ever?
My worst gig ever. Oh man. No offense to whoever owns this bar, but there's a bar out in East Colorado Springs called Bombers, and played a show there, and there was like a legal high stakes poker going on in the back, and people were like smoking bowls and inside during the middle of the show. And I was looking at the TV across from the stage, and there was some like robbery going on, and I looked out the window, and the camera crew for that robbery was right outside the bar filming the robbery that just took place at the liquor store across the street. It was a pretty ghetto
Oh,
place.
shit.
It was fun, but it was lonely.
Bobby, you have anything to ask this gentleman?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to know a lot about that box you stomp on all the time.
Yeah. It's made of the same wood that this guitar is made out of. It's made of cedar fence posts that are just, cut down. It's kind of like a mix between like a cello design and a cigar box design. And I used to just stomp on anything that was under my feet, and so my dad decided to build something that would sound good, be under my feet, and got a little leather faceplate on there with my name that Chris Lindquist designed. I like that thing. It's been all over with me.
And what inspired you, I mean, just for the whole blues sound, what inspired you to become the box maker? How did you do it?
I started playing like with a band when I was like in middle school or something like that. And I always just kind of gravitated towards the blues, and whenever we'd play shows, people would be like, "Hey, yeah, you guys are great, do some great blues," and I was like, "Cool." I didn't really ever realize that we were a blues band, but so it just kind of found me, I guess, and started, playing solo stuff is just a lot easier to manage, and just kind of all developed like that.